Welcome to the Grill at HP Pavilion for this important announcement in the history of the San Jose Sharks. I'm Dan Rusanowski. Welcome here to the Grill of the Comerica Club. We'd like to welcome everybody who is listening and watching on Comcast Sportsnet California, as well as our partners at the NHL Network at sjsharks.com, csncalifornia.com, and of course, all of the people that are joining us from the members of the media today. I'd like to recognize some special guests in attendance today on this news conference, which of course has to do with the career of Rob Blake. I'd like to recognize Rob's wife, Brandy, in the front row. Hello, Brandy. Nice to see you. Also, Jim Nice, representing Rob's agent, Pat Brazan from Creative Artists Agency. We've got some Sharks players that are not on the stage. Devin Setoguchi, Evgeny Nabokov, Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, right in the front row, here to be here for Rob's announcement. Also, development coach Mike Ricci is here, and he is also not on the stage. Special guests, we'd like to point out some other folks from the Sharks ownership group. Kevin and Gayla Compton are here. Nice to see you today, as well as some longtime friends who really made a special effort to come on their own when they found out about this announcement today. I'd like to thank them for being here, including Bowling Green University teammate and the current LA Kings assistant coach Nelson Emerson, who's here. Also, Rob's former LA Kings teammate. They played together in the Stanley Cup Finals. He's the first league trophy winner in the history of the Sharks. He won the Masterton Trophy. Tony Granato, who's the assistant coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tony is here. And also, former Los Angeles Kings teammate and very close friend of Rob's, Glenn Murray, has made the trip to San Jose today. At the head table, Rob Blake, of course, Doug Wilson, the general manager of the Sharks, and the president and chief executive officer of the San Jose Sharks, Mr. Greg Jameson, who will now make some comments.
Thank you, Dan, and welcome everybody to this historic day in San Jose Sharks history. I was thinking about Rob Blake as I was driving in today. I came into the league in 1993, and I was thinking of the number of times that Rob Blake rained on our parade here in San Jose, and I believe it was numerous times throughout the years. On behalf, and I will be brief today, Rob, on behalf of ownership and the organization, we want to thank Rob Blake for bringing to our team a class and professionalism that is universally recognized throughout the NHL and the hockey world. I read an interview recently, sometime this year, that Rob gave when asked what he would have done if he'd not been an NHL hockey player. He answered that he would probably be a farmer. It would have been a great farm with a great work ethic. Rob, we wish you and your family great success. Thank you for providing great leadership to our franchise and organization. Our fans are especially appreciative of your play, leadership as a captain, knowledge of the game, and for the amount of time and energy that you spend at Sharks Ice, which we know is plentiful. Thank you and good luck to you.
Thank you, Greg. Rob Blake is 20th all-time among the list of defensemen who have played the game with 1,270 games, and he's 10th all-time on the list of goals. But I think one of the great moments in the history of the Sharks was that he became third all-time in the history of power play goal scorers among defensemen back in April, on the 6th of April in Calgary, when he scored a power play goal to pass the great Paul Coffey on that list. Another guy that's on that list is right next to Greg Jameson. He's the general manager of the San Jose Sharks. With a few words, Doug Wilson.
Thanks, guys. Rob and I go way back. It took us about 5 years to finally convince him to come and play here, and it was well worth the wait. You're going to hear a lot of things about his career, and I'll be honest with you, the things that he accomplished on the ice can't be beat. I mean, he played best on best. He won Norris Trophies, Stanley Cups, gold medals. But I will tell you that some of the things that did happen didn't start happening until 1998. So as we talked about Robbie today, and the things he's accomplished, it goes beyond him. It goes to his family. And Brandy, I'm really glad you're here, because you got married, what, 1998? You won the Norris. A couple years after that, wins the Stanley Cup, wins a gold medal. Probably should have married her earlier. But what you did is you came, and you brought your kids here, and you came into this community. And that's one of the most important things that we do as an organization, is try and make this be a place that people want to play. Rob knows that we had many conversations prior to getting here, but when you came, you moved here, the relationships and impact you've had, not just in the hockey world, but the people, we really, really respect that, and we thank you for that. It's easy to come in as a player, but for what a wife does, and believe me, I overmarried also, all the work really often falls on you with your kids, and both Jack and Brooke, we really appreciate what they've done. We mean that. Blakey is when we tried to acquire him for so many reasons, I'm sure Glenn and Nellie and Tony can talk about this too, is he's an elite level player, but he's got a blue collar heartbeat. And when you come in and you lead a group of players, you've got different types of players in the dressing room. You've got stars, you've got guys that are third and fourth line guys, whatever, but everybody's really important. And that's what leadership is. You can look somebody in the eye and you can deliver the message that I'm going to be there early, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. And Rob really epitomizes that. And in the world of hockey and sports, the word professional is thrown around a little bit too easy. And you don't really speak by what you say, it's by what you do. And I sit beside him with tremendous admiration, tremendous thanks that he came and was part of this organization. And the day that he came here, he has helped this organization. We're going to reap the benefits. His teammates that are here today, and that tells you a lot about you, Rob, guys coming and showing up for this type of event, because they're going to carry forward the things that they learned from you. The other thing that really stands out in my mind, and this goes back a little bit to family, is we had a father-son trip in Nashville, and his dad, Robert, who I know is one of Blakey's idols, probably his #1 non-sports idol. We had all the dads there. We play a game in Chicago, a little shaky. We go to Nashville the next night, we win, and his dad, it was his 75th birthday. And after the game, we had all the players and all the coaches present him with the game puck. And I'll tell you, to see the love and respect between a father and a son was amazing. And it was real, and if you know anything about this guy, he's real. And that sits in my memory banks as this is the type of guy that's how he lives his life. His career is winding down, and Brandy, I did tell you this, that when you get a little tired of him being around the house, give me a call, we'll find something to do to keep him busy. But I can just thank all of you. One of the greatest players in this game, and what's great about the game of hockey and great about a man like this is in hockey, nobody thinks they're bigger than the team, and nobody thinks they're bigger than the game. So it's been a privilege and an honor to have Rob Blake come and play for this hockey team, and going forward reap the benefits. So thank you, Rob. It's been an amazing run. It's not over yet. And Brandy, thank you for everything that you did too.
Our thanks to Doug Wilson, General Manager of the Sharks. And you know, there's so many words that describe Rob Blake: class, dedication, work ethic, leadership. He's also a builder too, because he's one of the great players to come out of U.S. college hockey, so he helped develop the sport in the United States. In the state of California, he went with the Los Angeles Kings to the Stanley Cup Final in 1993 with his then teammate Tony Granato is certainly aware of all of that. And won the Stanley Cup, won the gold medal for the Olympics representing his country, and just has a myriad of different ways in which he's contributed to the game. Right now, I'd like to introduce the captain of the San Jose Sharks, Rob Blake.
First of all, I just want to thank everyone for coming. I know it means a lot to my wife and I, and we'll enjoy that. But I was fortunate to play 20 years in the National Hockey League, but today I have to announce my retirement. And it's not a bad thing. I was very fortunate to spend a lot of time with some great players, so for that I'm very thankful. But I want to thank Mr. Jameson and Doug for allowing me this opportunity to come here and say thanks to a few special people. Obviously, the teams that I played on, the Los Angeles Kings, the Colorado Avalanche, and the San Jose Sharks, for allowing me that opportunity to live a lifelong dream. There's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes. The doctors that take care of us, the trainers, both equipment and medical, the coaching staffs, and especially the teammates. And I look over at these guys and the trainers here with the Sharks and the coaching staff that's here. Thank you, guys. It has been quite an honor, and enjoyed every minute of it. I'd also like to thank T.R. Goodman from ProCamp, a guy that's helped me maintain my body over the years and got me through a hump that was difficult early on in my career. As a parent, we've been able to grow up and understand the commitment that it takes to raise children that want to play hockey as our son Jack does. And I wouldn't be able to sit here unless I thank my mother and father. Doug had a chance to be both of them, and my family back home for their love and support over the years. And also a very special thanks, and Doug talked on it, a big turning point in my career, and I think he's right on there, was when I met my wife. And things have taken off since then. We've raised 2 kids, and A lot of that is from the opportunity of playing in the NHL and to move to LA and be able to meet my wife. So, Randy, thank you for that. And the kids at home will definitely thank them too. So, I'm going to keep it kind of short, but I wanted to say a special thanks to the San Jose Sharks organization, the city of San Jose, and also all the fans. You've embraced my wife and I and my family for the past couple of years and made a real special opportunity to be able to come here. So again, thank you for that, and thanks for coming here today.